Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So I have decided to take you guys on a new project I'm about to begin, and this data set was totally generated from ChatGPT. So it is just a demo data set. So I do not know how the final data the final dashboard would look like, but I'm really excited to take you guys along. So come with me as we start. So the first thing you would want to do is open your Power BI. Okay, I have mine open. And if when you open Power BI to show you this page, you can of course create a blank report. I've already created mine, so we'll go ahead and start this analysis. So I would import my data set. Okay, it's a CSV file. I've already downloaded it. It's named demo dataset. So it's named demo dataset, sorry, and I'm just loading my dataset into Power BI. It's downloading now. Then I would click on transform data, and by the way, this is an already pre-cleaned dataset, so I would not be cleaning or making any adjustment or correction to this data set. But I just want to take a look at what the data set is about and get familiar with the data set. That's a very important step in data analysis, right? You need to familiarize yourself with the data set before diving into the analysis. Okay, just to get a feel of the data set. And if you cannot see this on your screen, right, you go to view, then you add column quality. So you check column quality. I have mine checked, so you see the quality of your column, if it's valid, if it has error, empty, and all of this already, a pre-clean data set like I previously mentioned. But yeah, now that we've had that covered, I would come back home. If there was any cleaning method I would be applying to this data set, this is where we'll be cleaning our data set, using Power BI Power Query editor, right? But like I previously mentioned, this is already a clean data set, so I'm just going to close and apply, right? So it's going to take a moment for my data set to load. So while we're waiting for the dataset to completely load, if you're new to this channel, and you can check out our previous videos and give it a thumbs up if you like it and if you find it useful, and also do well to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification button, so whenever I'll be dropping the next video, you'll get notified. Alright, great. Our dataset is done loading, so just take a look at data sets. It's already summarized profit margin and sales. I don't want that, so I'm just going to click on it, and I'll come to summarization and say don't summarize. I'll do the same thing for sales. I mean, this is useful, right, during your analysis, but just for clarity's sake, I would not want to summarize everything. I'll be doing everything from scratch. Great. So we have our data set at the right hand side of our screen, and we'll be creating new measures. We'll be creating measures with DAX formulas for our cards. We'll have to create some metrics, right? This is a sales data set, right? So we're trying to perform say a top bottom analysis, right? I'm going to give a description, everything of the type of analysis we're conducting in the description box below, so do well to check. So there are different metrics we'll be creating for the purpose of this analysis. So some of the metrics are total revenue, units sold by product, average profit margin, revenue by region, and top selling product. So just to not make this video too long and overwhelming, so I will be dividing the videos into sections, right? So in this video we'll only be creating total revenue and units sold by product. Okay, so back to Power BI, right? So I mentioned earlier that it is important for us to familiarize ourselves with our data sets. Okay, so going back to just to look at our data set again, because I'm about to create the revenue, the total revenue, right? The total revenue, and it's going to be a measure. Okay, so just taking a look at our data set, so I see that we have sales, then we have product name, category, and profit margin. So looking at this, we don't have probably quantity or something for us to get the revenue, and probably having to multiply anything. If you just look at this sales column, we would see for us to get the total revenue, we can just easily sum up this sales column and that will be our total revenue. Okay, so I'm just going to close. Okay, great. So I'll come to table, right, and create a new table, just for the sake of being clean. So we're going to call our table calculations. Okay, oh no, so we use curly brackets and just one inside, and there we have it. We've created a calculations table. So this is where we'll be putting all of our measures. Okay, so I'm going to right click on calculations and select new measure. So the new measure we'll be creating is total revenue. Okay, so total revenue, then the DAX formula for it would be, okay, we're just summarizing, so it will be sum, okay, sum of our data set, the sales, right? Okay, let's hit enter, then close it. Okay, great, we've created the total revenue, right? I'm just going to impute it into a card to get a feel of how it looks. Okay, so our total revenue here looks good. That's great. You can go ahead to remove this. We don't need this yet. We're just creating and checking to see if there's any error anywhere. So the next metric we'll be creating would be units sold by product, and for this we'll have to create measures. Okay, and if you noticed, right, we have in our product name column, we have different type of products there. So we'll be creating for individual product. We'll also be creating for the total product, right? So we have 5 product: A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, so great. We're just going to come back here and create a measure for that, for each one of them. So select new measures. So we want to count the quantity of each product, the quantity sold. So I'm just going to call this product A, quantity sold. You can name yours anything. It could be number of products sold or something. So product A, quantity sold, equals, so what is it we're doing again? We are counting for each, so it would be calculate. Okay, calculate count rows. Okay, so what row are we counting? The name of our table. The name of our table, demo data set. There we have it. You close your bracket, hit a comma, shift enter. By the way, shift enter to come down to the next line. Then want to filter. right? It's asking for a filter. What are we trying to filter now? We're filtering through the product name, so it's going to be demo. I keep calling it demo data set, right? I'm just going to go to the colon name, that is the product name there, then where it is equals to product A. Okay, then I'll hit enter and make sure I close my bracket. Then there we have it. Okay, that's great. I'll also put that in a card to see how it looks, Okay, here's a card. Okay, good, no error. You can go ahead and remove this or not if you So I'll create another measure. We have to create for each of those products A, B, C, D, E, and then we create it. We'll not be using the measure right away. Anyway, we only need the total quantity sold, right, or the total units sold, but somewhere in our analysis we'll be using it. So I'm just going to instead of me, I'm just going to recreate this often. So I'm just going to call it product. You can just copy it, you don't even have to. In fact, let's do that. I'm just going to hit cancel. You don't have to go through it again. You can just copy it. Okay, so create new measure. So Ctrl V. So I'm just going to change this product A to product B, and if you notice, I selected A and this other A too is being selected, right? So I might as well just say product B, but a more better and more efficient way to do it is just to let's leave it as product A. Okay, so I'll come here, they are both selected, so Ctrl Shift L, and they will be both selected. From here I can edit both of them together, so I'll just Shift B, and there we have it. So this is for product B. So I'm going to be doing the same for C, D, and E. You can do this on your own. I will not be doing this on screen, so take a moment and do this on your own. Welcome back. I hope it was not too tedious doing the rest of the measures on your own. And if you have an issue creating the rest of the measures, you can always check back on the two measures I created previously, product A and B, and check for anywhere you may be making a mistake. And if you still do not get it, that's alright. You can always drop a comment. And if you're still here, if you've been watching up to this period, please do well to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Alright, that being said, let's go on. The next measure we'll be creating would be total quantity sold, like I like to call it. You can call it units sold, whatever you feel is right. It's okay. So I'll be calling it total quantity sold. Do well to follow all the steps, and I'm sure you would not miss it. It's totally simple. Don't feel overwhelmed. Okay, you've got this. So total quantity sold, what exactly are we doing here? We're trying to count the total product in the product name column, and this is actually quite simple, right? So we can just count them. You count the rows basically. So I'll say count. What do I want to count? I want to count product name, this column in demo data set. I'm just going to close it and hit enter. It's as simple as that. Okay, no biggie. So yeah, I'll be imputing all of this into a card, and just to see how they are all looking and to see where we'll be making amends. Okay, good. Okay, it's not showing all of our metrics. That's fine. Just make sure the card is still selected. Go to visualization, layout, mask cards shown, increase it to I think we have 6. Yes, 6. So drag. Okay, and that's everything being shown. So our total quantity sold is 150 to product E, product D, product C, product B, and product A. Okay, it's looking good. You can just be sure that calculations are right, and we probably not included any blank or missing values, any of that sort. You can of course add all of this. It's going to give you 150. Okay, so that's where we'll be stopping for today. So I will be creating other videos. Do well to give this video a thumbs up and stay tuned for the next video. I can't wait to see you. Bye.